Hey, what's up? This is Chosen, and this is going to be a Raid Shadow Legends video about a mechanic in the game that needs to change ASAP, and a reason that I've been a little bit screwed over on one of my resources in game. I'm going to show you kind of the live footage of it happening and me talking about how it screwed me over and talking about why it needs to change and all of that. And then while we're here, we'll talk about just some of the general stuff going on here today for those of you that are watching this video all right when it comes out, just so you're in the loop as we head into the weekend for Raid Shadow Legends. Let's get into it. Alrighty, now first of all, you'll see up on the top left of the screen, you've got the raid card and the XP boost. Now, the XP boost, having this live on your account is extremely important because anytime that you're leveling up a champion, it will take literally half the energy because you get 100% bonus XP. And obviously during champ training or during CVC or during whatever basically going on when you have to develop champions and spend energy in the campaign, this is an insanely impactful thing to have live. Now, when this shows up in offers, when we see XP banners in offers, I have usually, told you that it's great to have these because you don't ever want to run out. You want to keep a stock of them in your inbox, and you want to have them ready to claim them during CVC or during fusions and stuff like that, so that they have a lot of value. Because even me as an end game player, I am always out. I've only got a few days of this XP stuff live, even though I spend money on the game and I play extremely actively. And the misconception that I had about the way this mechanic works was that when I have an XP banner in my inbox as a reward, I was always like, okay, it's got a couple days left. If I don't claim it, oh well, it'll just get added to my total, and I would just back out. But that is not what happens. It disappears. So like the title of this video was probably about why or how or this needs to change or whatever. And the reason I'm saying that is, a lot of times the stuff in the inbox is stuff that you've earned or stuff that you've bought with real money. I have no problem with it having an expiration date. I have no problem with it, not being able to be stored in the inbox for a long time. If you want to put 6 days or 99 days or whatever, that's fine. But at that point, when that clock expires, why does it disappear into the ether? It should just add to your resource pool. I assume that's what my XP banners that I weren't claiming were doing. They were just, when they expire, they pop out of the inbox and they go to my my XP boost pool. But that is not what happens. And when we were talking about this live on stream, we had a lot of people debating this. Some people were saying it does get added to your total, and some people were saying it doesn't. So what I decided to do was wait until I have one about to expire and then make sure I record that process so I can show it to you and we can decide once and for all. We can end the debate and we can know exactly how this mechanic works. So here we go. Let's pop up that footage. Now this is recording. You can see I've got 3 days and 5 hours. So right now you're not watching live footage. This is me talking over something I recorded. We've got 30 seconds left on our XP banner until it is going to expire. Now what it's supposed to do, in my opinion, is get added to my XP pool. Why would it just disappear? But that is not what happens. You'll see here in a little bit, it just disappears into the ether. So we've got 15 seconds left. And we back out, and again, you can see that it is 3 days and 5 hours. So if it claims it, it would go to 4 days and 5 hours. It's running out any second now, like 3, 2, 1, and boom, nothing has happened. It stayed 3 days and 5 hours. So then pretty soon here, I'm gonna go make sure and check on it. And there we go, check on it, it's gone. And then go back and check one more time just to make sure that I didn't have to like refresh it or something. And no, 3 days and 5 hours. So it 100% disappears. I know there was a lot of people discussing that in either direction. And now I can confirm for you that you need to make sure and claim resources in here before they run out, because they will not get added to your total. I made the mistake. I probably lost hundreds of days of XP banners by just assuming or just not even really thinking about it, just being, oh, it's all right, if I don't claim it, it'll get added to my total, whatever, and I just keep on going. Didn't even think about it. I just assumed that's how it would function, because that's how I would set it up to function, because it's your resources. Why would it just vanish off your account, especially with something like XP? Like, I understand if there's like a champion in here and you don't have space in your champion roster, I understand that would have to like disappear or something. But when it's XP, like, why wouldn't it, if it's like XP or silver or energy or something, instead of it disappearing, it should add to your resource pool. That just makes too much sense to me. So it didn't even occur to me to think about how screwed over I was getting on wasting these XP banners. And also, while we're on the subject, if that is going to be the case, if it is going to disappear into the ether if you don't claim it, then what we need to have as an option is we need to be able to sort by expiring soonest, and that needs to be the default. And then also on top of that, when we have something that's expiring within the next whatever, 6 hours or something, there should be a little red exclamation point next to your inbox. Now, I know, I think Hell Hades does something like this on his website if you're like logged in and you integrate your account. So shout out to him. That's a great mechanic for the Hell Hades team over there. And that should happen. That should be in game. Like, this should be like lit up if you've got something expiring soon with like a red dot or a red exclamation point, to make sure that you go in there and claim that without wasting resources, and then everybody would know exactly what is going on. So I wanted to do this video for a couple of reasons. I want you to know so you don't waste resources like I did, because when we were talking about it on stream, a lot of people were confused. It wasn't something that everybody just automatically knew. And also, I want to start a discussion around fixing that and changing it and making it for the better, so that we can see when things are going to be expiring soon, to make sure that we claim them, because a lot of times these are things that we have earned or paid for, so it should rightfully be managed properly so that we don't waste things. But anyway, that's my rant, and that's my story about how I lost out on hundreds of dollars of XP banners. Now I know better, and maybe we'll adjust the XP value and the offer calculator and all that. I'll touch base with Smiley and see if we can go through and do a new version of that, get everything a little bit more accurate. We have some other things that we need to adjust as well. But now I want to touch on the stuff going on in game as we head into the weekend. And first up, I want to talk about some of the news going on today, this weekend, around some of the craziness that's going to be happening for events in game. They're going to be doing a bunch of different 10x, 2x for every different shard and gear removal and all of that. But there was a little bit of a typo, so we need to clarify some stuff from yesterday. Now, in the information that they gave us behind the scenes, so that we can bring information to you as soon as possible, they had said it a little bit weird. They had said on the voids that it is only going to double your chances of receiving legendary champions from void shards. So then I started to be like, is this changing summoning events for the future? Is this going to be some weird, like, it's just buffing legendaries and all that? So it kind of changes who it makes sense for to pull shards during this, because there's no boosted chance to get some of those epics like Seer and Maneater and Madame Saris and Skullcrown and Genbo and Godseeker and some of those really good void epics. But it turns out that this was just a typo. When it says doubling your chances of receiving legendary champions from void shards, it was supposed to also say epics, which means this is a standard 2x for voids. And you can see that if we flip over to the one from today, this morning, a few hours ago, and we go down here to voids, you'll see doubling your chances of receiving legendary and epic champions from voids. So that is fixed, that is clarified, and what it means is on Friday, we are going to be getting 2x sacreds, and then on Saturday, we are going to be getting 2x ancients, and then on Sunday, we are going to be getting a normal 2x voids. That is not just going to be legendaries. There was a lot of confusion about that in the community, but we're just getting a bunch of 2x events going on this weekend. And right now, there is a 10x going on for Hegemon and Krisk. Now, both of these champions are very good. As you can see, if we pull up our Void Legendary Champions tier list that we have now on the site, this is going to be the best we can come up with in terms of a consensus as a team, instead of just like one person's opinion. And what you can see here is that the champions in the 10X, we have got Hegemon right here, and we have got Baron right here. So anything, you know, above like the A tier is going to be a pretty valuable Void Legendary that's viewed pretty positively by the player base. So Hegemon and Baron, definitely two very solid and very sought after Void Legendaries. But before you go YOLOing like crazy, just keep in mind the 2x Voids is coming very soon this weekend, obviously. So this would probably make sense if you're more endgame and you're more 10x chasing for special champions, if you're close to Mercy or something like that, because 10x events are a little bit more impactful for Void champions. So just keep in mind 2x Void is coming soon. And then for some other stuff going on in game right now, we do have confirmation that the next CVC, which is coming up here in a few days, in like 4 days on next Tuesday, it is going to have personal rewards. So keep that in mind with you and your clan, that the next one may be worth really going after if you've got a realistic chance to win. Then under the tournament tab, we've got a tag arena tournament, pretty normal. We've also got a classic arena takedown tournament starting tomorrow. None of this stuff is going to be part of a fusion or anything crazy like that. But then also under events, we have a winter's path. So complete event objectives to earn snow coins and get rewards. So that'll be something that we have to talk about in the morning and keep you in the loop on exactly what this winter's path is going to end up being. Also, the Knee Shock Fusion is coming to a close. You need to make sure that you are doing the Artifact Enhancement event ending today and getting Knee Shock fused before it ends. I just fused mine recently, and I'm working on building him and showing you the optimal strategy that I'm going to come up with here on my account, trying to build him for like Bommel and Soloing Dragon and general utility and all that. And I will keep you in the loop as to what build I end up deciding to go with. Now let's fire up the shop and see if there's anything worth going over. The countdown pack is decent. It's like a 1.35 on our scale. The personal power pack is not going to be very good. We know the drill on the monthly, the 100% extra mini mixes. They've been doing pretty consistently, and these are pretty solid. If you're a spender on Raid, those are some of the best offers you're going to get. The potions pack, this is not enough for $20 in my opinion. This one is going to need to be plugged in. This is a Void Mortal Soulstone one for 40. Okay, so let's put in the 40, and let's go with the silver of 400k, and boom. Okay. And then we've got the 12 Void Shards, and then we're going to do the 12 Mortal Soulstones, and we've got a 1.14, so it's mostly average. You can tell by the purchase limit of 2. If it was a really good offer, it would probably have a purchase limit of 1. So this is mostly average for the spenders in Raid. The Event Advantage Pack. Yeah, this one's not going to be that great. This is going to be like an average or below average offer, and then the Divine Life. Okay, so nothing super amazing in the shop. The best stuff would be the Countdown Pack and then the 100% extra Mini Mix Pack. So boom, alrighty. Hopefully you got a little bit of entertainment out of my collapse and my mistake on the silliness around the XP banners and the resources disappearing into the ether if you do not claim them in your inbox. Hopefully we can give them that feedback and get that changed. Who knows if that'll be successful or not, but I would love to see resources be sorted more effectively or more of a warning to people when things are vanishing, and when things do expire to be added to your resource pool for the resources that it's easy to do that with. But let me know what you think down below. Did you get hoodwinked by that at all? Am I the only one to ever think that? And how you feel about all of that, and then also the different events going on this weekend as we head into a Friday tomorrow. We'll talk about the Winter's Path event, and we'll keep you in the loop and give you some context on exactly what goes into that, if it's worth participating in, and all that. So remember to subscribe on your way out if you enjoy daily Raid Shadow Legends content. I'll see you soon in the next video. Thanks for watching. Peace.